Okay, yes, there's a toilet there. I'm going to acknowledge it before we start. The reason why there's a toilet there is because we had some sewage issues and we got a new toilet. This is the old one. But my mum, being my dissy mum, didn't want to throw it in the bin and thought that we could sell it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Anitu and I'm an English student at Oxford University from East London. So today I'm going to be talking about giving offer holder advice and kind of trying to give you guys some tips on what you can do between now and September or October when you start university to kind of prep yourself as much as you can. So guys, my first piece of advice would be to keep yourself busy. And I know it's so much different to all the other years, but I do think that it is possible. And one of the ways in which you can keep yourself busy is by finishing off content. And maybe specifically, not necessarily for all your subjects, but for the subject that you plan to do at uni. So if you're doing an English literature A-level, finish off that content because you will be trying to write essays for the first time in 6 or 7 months time from, I don't know, when you stopped. And you're gonna be like, what the hell? How do I write these essays? How do I get the work done? And the best way in which you can get the work done is kind of by putting yourself in practice, by finishing off that work, by planning essays, keeping your mind active in the academic sense. So I would say kind of finish off the work. I'm not going to try and be unrealistic and say let's all finish off our A-levels and just no. Yeah, try and finish off that work. And obviously there's so many other ways that we can keep busy, and loads of other YouTubers have content on that, especially the StudyTube group, you know, baking and studying and even procrastinating, man, just watching TV, spending time with family, loved ones, FaceTiming, being creative. There's so many ways that we can do that. So yeah, that's kind of number one. Just keep yourself busy. I think the camera was wonky, but I can't be bothered to film this because I've already filmed it twice now because yeah. So the second thing that I would say is remember that rejection is redirection. So what I mean by that is it may feel like rejection means it's the end of the world, and it may mean that you have to stop right there in your tracks, but actually what it means is that a new track has opened and you can go in that direction instead. And we've all heard, you know, StudyTuber V talk about it. V talked about, you know, rejection being this concept of redirection, about it being a way in which you can chase new opportunities. So keeping that at the back of your mind is so important, because you may think that if you don't get into the first university, whether that be Oxbridge, whether that not be Oxbridge, wherever it is, you may think that, okay, all right. Yeah, so you may think that it's an absolute tragedy, but actually you'll realize that it's a blessing in disguise, and it always is. And I know that's an annoying thing to say, especially for those of us who are working hard or trying to keep motivated and envisaging that happening, you know, in September, October, you starting your new university, and it's so exciting. But keep in mind that rejection is a redirection. And that doesn't just mean, you know, people rejecting you, like universities are rejecting you, or Oxford rejecting you, or Cambridge rejecting you. It's actually about you rejecting other unis too, because remember, it's kind of a two-way relationship. You're going to reject 4 other universities in order to get to the one that you want to. And some universities may reject you in order to get you to the university that you should really go to. So yeah, think of it as a kind of, I don't know, two-way street. So the third piece of advice that I'll give kind of links into the first one, and it's kind of about preparation. It's so important to prepare for uni, and there's loads of ways that you can do it. I'll kind of make a more practical video about how to prepare for uni and how to keep yourself how to get emotionally ready, physically ready, like ready clothes-wise, IKEA-wise, and all those things. But one of the ways that you should get ready is academically, and the way you can do that is by preparing in the way that they tell you. So read the reading list that they send you, do the prep work that they send you. The reason why they're sending it to you is so that your first term is not peak. Doing that prep reading is really important. So specifically for English students, I would advise doing all the primary reading. So that basically means reading the novels and poetry in the booklet that they would have sent you, or course pack, or whatever that they would have emailed to you. Read that so that you're prepared for the term. Don't read it during term because you literally won't have time. So yeah, we're expected to read 2 or 3 novels for each essay. So say you have 1 essay a week, that's 2 or 3 novels a week. Say you have 2 essays a week, that's 4 to 6 novels a week. You can't feasibly read that much during a term, and trust me, I know, because I've taken the L, and I took the L for you. So don't take the L. Basically, just do the reading before you come. I'm not saying do all of it because that's not necessarily feasible, but do as much of it as you can. Try and enjoy the novels as well. That's the point of literature. I think with literature degrees, you tend to fall out of love with reading, and it's actually quite upsetting because I realised that when I'm after an Oxford term, I just don't really want to read anymore, and if I do, it's like 1 book instead of kind of reading a lot for pleasure, which is the very reason why I decided to do this degree in the first place. So yeah, try and read those books for pleasure, try and enjoy them. So yeah, I hope these tips were useful. I kept it quite brief because I didn't want to be like patronizing and just annoying. I just kind of wanted to be a bit realistic with you guys and help you guys realize how I'm so distracted by the toilet, and help you guys realize kind of how simple it is. So yeah, let me know how you found this video, and yeah, again, wishing you guys the best of luck for the next few months. I know it's crazy to think year 13 is over, A-levels are over without having actually done it. So yeah, I really sympathize with you guys, and I think 2020, the class of 2020, you guys are very special in the sense that it was a shambles, but you got through it, right? You got through it. All right, bye guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, and yeah, bye.